What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and geeksandgamers.com, and everything going on in the world continues to collide with and affect sports. And we're seeing all of these, whether it be corporations or sports teams, the NCAA, all of a sudden virtue signaling and pandering when they didn't care about these values for the last several decades, but all of a sudden they do when it gets them good PR. And what we're talking about today is this. The NCAA has banned championships from being played in states where the Confederate flag, quote, has a prominent presence. That can be interpreted many different ways, but this comes on the heels of the SEC commissioner, Ole Miss, and Mississippi State leaders pushing for a change of the Mississippi flag. That's what they're trying to do. They're asking the government to change the Mississippi flag. Now, if you're wondering, this is what the Mississippi flag looks like. It is a blue, white, and red 3 stripes with the rebel Confederate flag in the top left corner. Now, I don't care about the Mississippi flag. I'm from Indiana. I could really care less. The Confederate flag doesn't mean anything to me. However, there are a lot of people that it does mean something to. And in wake of the SEC, Ole Miss, and Mississippi State leaders asking to change that flag, the NCAA expands the Confederate flag ban to all championships. And just like we said in that tweet, the NCAA Board of Governors announced Friday that it has expanded its Confederate flag policy to prevent any NCAA championship event from being played in states where the symbol has a prominent presence. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean if I see people that have that on display, if there's too many people that have the Confederate flag displayed, then that state might not be allowed to host the NCAA tournament? Does it only mean states who fly the Confederate flag as part of their flag? There's a lot of stipulations there and a lot of wiggle room for what they have just enacted. The news of the policy change only affects the state of Mississippi right now, per the NCAA. There's no place in college athletics or the world for symbols or acts of discrimination and oppression. We must continually evaluate ways to protect and enhance the championship experience for all college athletes. Expanding the Confederate flag policy to all championships is an important step by the NCAA to further provide a quality experience. Now, Ole Miss does not even fly that flag on their campus at this point after the NCAA made the determination that it could not be present at events. So it's not on the campus, but the state flies that flag, so we can't have events in that state. How insane are we getting right now with this? And what else will it trickle over into when it comes to the NCAA? Now, I did want to play a little bit of this, listen to Pat Ford here a little bit, and just get the perspective of someone just listening to what he says, like, oh, well, Ole Miss, we don't really know where that nickname came from. That could be racist. We might need to change that. Just listen to this.
Around the United States and specifically within college football regarding race relations and what's in the past at various universities. The University of Mississippi seems like a logical next place to turn, and there's already been some speculation and discussion about whether the term Ole Miss, which is the way almost everyone there refers to the university, has roots in racism, and of course the nickname Rebels, which does go back to the Confederate side of the Civil War.
So now the name Ole Miss is racist. The name Rebels, well, that refers to something that happened 150 years ago. Just a nickname. Better get rid of that. There's
been a lot of problems over the years with Mississippi, a state that has a very tortured racial history, but the school's made considerable efforts to try to distance itself from some of its past Confederate iconography. The Stars and Bars Confederate flag that was a lot in evidence at football games there is no longer allowed. The school song, Dixie, is no longer played. And the mascot, Colonel Reb, he has been done away with. But
yeah, so you've done all these things. You have done all of these things that everyone has said, oh, you can't do that, you can't do this. But guess what? Sorry, your state's just a little too racist. We can't do anything there because the state flag is a certain way. This is a literal clown world we are living in, ladies and gentlemen.
Is there more steps to take? Yeah, a lot of people think so. The term Ole Miss, not 100% verifiable where it came from, but there's widespread academic speculation or belief that it was from the African American dialect of slaves, and that was referencing the plantation wife, the wife of the plantation owner as Ole Miss, and the plantation owner as Ole Massa. As far as rebel, that is of course what the Confederate side was referred to. UNLV has the same nickname, obviously a little bit less problematic history there than there has been at Mississippi, but
so since in Nevada they have a less problematic history, so there's no problem with their nickname of rebels. This is disgusting. Like I said, I don't care about the Confederate flag. I was born in Indiana, not Mississippi or anywhere that was in the South during the Civil War. But the idea that there are stars and bars in the Mississippi flag that's not even flown on the campuses that you're talking about, but we can't hold events there. What's next? If there's too many people that fly the Confederate flag in their neighborhoods, are you not going to allow any events in those states? I know there's plenty of other states down south. I've spent some time in South Carolina, Louisiana. There's a lot of Confederate flags flying around there. Those are just a couple of the places I've been. When are the events going to be banned there because of things that happened 150 years ago affecting current day sports? This is crazy, but let me know what you guys think about this. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video out there, ring the bell for notifications, and I will talk to you later.